Coach, obviously probably still using name tags with your team, but what can you tell us about your squad as you know it right now in terms of the style of play, what the possibilities are?
I think it's more about the possibilities. I don't think tonight, offensively especially, was a true sign of who we can be. We had a shoot-around with some guys. We had a small walkthrough with some of the other guys. So obviously there's some continuity and things like that we can build on. But if you look at the competitive nature and how they got after it on the defensive end, through mistakes, they still kept fighting. They still kept playing together. And after the way we started the game, it was an ugly beginning. But the guys never got rattled. They never got separated. They figured out a way to pull it all together and go out and win the game. Ton of credit to Joe Kim. I don't know, he had a flashback to a few years ago, but, he was all over the place, and I think he led the charge with his energy.
J.B., early in the season we saw games where Jaren would get the 2 early fouls like he did tonight, not get in a rhythm and never quite get it back. Big shots for him in the fourth quarter down the stretch. Is this sort of a sign that with Mark gone, he's going to step up in the pecking order and he's going to need to, try to, be an offensive focal point down the stretch like that?
Yeah, I think so. I think we got to give a ton of credit to Jaren and a ton of credit to our assistant coaches who work with him every single day. And they've helped him not only with the physical aspects of the game, but the mental aspects of the game as well. Early on, those 2 fouls would have led to a ton of frustration. The third one would have probably come right behind it, but through film, through watching and learning technique, he's taken steps in that area. And then, the kid is fearless, go all the way back to his first summer league game. There's no moment that's too big for him. Obviously he's had his his up and downs and things like that, but it's never because he's been overwhelmed. So he's got that courage, and now it's just the understanding of, how do you take over the fourth quarter, how things change in the fourth quarter. The whistles are a little tighter in the fourth quarter, especially when you're banging down there in the post. So now you got to be able to create your space and create your shots down there. So I think that's where, he's going to take a step. Skills there, the 1-2's there. Now it's just going to be a matter of experience for him.
Do you have a set starting lineup sort of in mind, or are we going to see some more experimentation as far as the lineups you go with to start the game?
I think for now we're set. We're still obviously new to one another. Once we get J.B. involved, can that change matchups and the way people play with one another? We'll try to put the best groups on the floor, guys that complement one another, but it's not going to be something where we're just throwing bodies in a lineup. We want to search for some consistency and try to find a way, to create a balance of your starters and your bench. So you're sticking with Rab for the time being? For the time being, yeah. I think he's earned it. Any final questions? Thank you.